What in the hang? Why does it do that? I didn't do nothing. Yo, my profile just changed by itself. All right, cool. Now we got it. Y'all good now? Y'all come back now. You here? Anyway, I guess we gonna start all over again. I was just about to scroll the chat. I ain't see nothing. Anyway, what I was saying is, damn it, I had a whole damn speech. Um, I said it's funny how the algorithm is not just paying attention to the videos you watch. Not the algorithm. That's a dumbass thing to say. The myriad algorithms is not just about the content you watch. It also even, I guess, because of transcription or whatever, it understands the content that you put out. And especially if you know you're answering comments or going back and forth with people, then you're interacting. And so therefore, I made a video a little bit back about tiny experiments because I met this creator at Kit Studios conference. Her name is like Anne Kampf and Le Claire Kampf, something like that. I can't do French. Anyway, she has a book called Tiny Experiments, and so I'm reading that book. Me and Katie were laughing because we were reading all the books that we got at Kit. we all came home with like 5 or 6 books. Everybody that we knew there had a new book, and this I made a video on my pool deck talking about doing some tiny experiments to help just break out of the rut because Einstein says doing the same thing over and over and over again is pretty much insanity, right? So um, I was scrolling and this video popped up. June, shut up. And it was about this creator called Isla. Isla, that's how you say his name. And uh, Elso, maybe it's Yalso. Anyway, I can't say his name. He dropped this app called Experiments, and it is pretty dang good. It is super super cool. So I downloaded it. I started messing with it, and you can download it for free. It has some things in there that you can put in. If you want to get the pro version, it's $10. But basically, it puts a little dashboard and you set your things that you want to do experiments. And so you'll make like a 30-day experiment about whatever, or you can adjust the length to however long you want. And while you're doing your experiment, you can just, click upon the little app, add your things to it, and then follow along. And it keeps track of what you're doing. So this is pretty dang rad, and it's well worth the check out. And then after I get more than 3 days into it, I'll probably make a video about it because it's just super cool. But yeah, it's something that's worth checking out if you're trying to test out. And if you don't know, like, okay, like say you're mad stuck, like we're stuck on full ass stupid, like I have no idea what I want to do. There's a thing in there called the gallery, which I wonder if he shows it on the page. You can go in and just pick something from that page. Yeah, like these are some of the ones that are going to quit social media for 7 days, 100 days of coding, publish a video on YouTube every day, biatch. Take a cold shower, do 100 push-ups, use a dumb phone for 7 days. This one's ignorant, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to fight everybody that says, oh, using a dumb phone really saved me. Man, listen. Listen. If the phone is not your problem, you can turn that bitch off, turn it upside down, put it in your pocket, get a case that has a cover on it. Simplest one that won't cost you but 2 cents. Find, when you buy shit, it comes with a pouch. Take anything that comes with a pouch. I probably have one in my drawer here. Ooh, June, I got one I know you're gonna love. Bam. Take your phone and go like this and put it in your pocket. Don't get the big size one. Get the regular one. Get a Crown Royal bag. I don't know why I have the huge ass one. Well, you know why. Then put the phone in the bag and then put it in your pocket. Make it one step harder to take it out. You won't mess with your phone as much. Like you don't have to go buy a whole brand new dumb phone. That shit's ignorant, bro. Come on. Just come on. Like it's super silly. You could also, you want to hear something else you could do that's absolutely crazy? Take a phone. First of all, the idea of doing dumb phone for 7 days is ignorant in the first place because everyone likes to scapegoat the phone for why you're effed up. No, that's not the reason. You're effed up because you're effed up. Simple. Anyway, you press this and then you go to where it says cellular, and you go to the part that says cellular data and turn it off. Now your phone is just a phone. People out here making money selling people dumb phones. Like, take your phone and turn off the cellular data. You ever been in a foreign country where you can only use whatever Wi-Fi or whatever, like your phone don't work like that unless you, like me, get an eSIM or pocket Wi-Fi. When you're in that other country, your phone is a dumb phone because the cellular don't work. So just turn the freaking switch off for 7 days. Man, anyway, I hate that. That drives me crazy. So today's Q&A day. The reason why D&D mode doesn't work for these quote unquote people is because they say that when there's, procrastinating, right? Instead of doing the task at hand, they'll pick up the phone and surf social media, which is true. But that ain't the phone's fault. The phone doesn't know how to search social media. This does and this does. And then when you're finished doing this and then you decide you want to say something, these little son bitches is where you get distracted. So all you got to do is turn off that thing. And like, there's whole ass apps in the App Store. I think it's called Radio Silence, that is designed to make it so that it blocks all your internet connections on the phone. And it stops you from using the phone. And I'm like, yo, this is like, if I remember correctly, I'll start me lying. I think it's like a $20 app. Go into the settings and turn off the fucking cellular data, bro. Save the $20. Send me a super chat. Like, what in the exact, what's wrong with these Zennials, man? Why are they, never mind. Let me stop. I'm about to say something, get myself in trouble. Gretchen is laughing. She's like, don't say it. Don't say it. You know it was coming, gangster. You know it was coming. Anyway, listen. I don't know if you had a chance to. Oh, listen, Luis. Sorry, this simple small sidetrack right now. I made myself something cool the other day. As you see, I have my little post-it note doohickey here. And now, just slap in a little template, draw some lines if you need to make a list. Some different lines if you need a bigger list. Oh, shut up. Go ahead. He got the little to don't list maker. You just put your little, just draw some lines, make your little to don't list. And then I have an extra one for like check boxes if you need some check boxes. And of course, I got purple. But isn't that cool? You just take your little post-it note doohickey, and then you can take one of these here things and throw it in the back like such. And then, bam, good to go. Good to go. You know what I'm saying? Gretchen said that would take a long lost skill called critical thinking. Oh, that's super funny. Paul, I will print you one and bring it to camp. The colors that I have in my 3D printer right now is purple and black. So that's the color choices you have available to you. Purple, and black. Luis got all the colors. So you can always be like, oh, wait. What did Luis call it? We can send you the print and you can send it to PJ Way and they'll print it for you. Actually, L, you know what would be sick though? Come on, just an upgrade for the desk. What if I sent them this and told them to CNC it out of a single piece of aluminum? I mean, it'll be about 200 bones when they're done with it, but it'll be sexy as hell on the desk and about heavy as well, not super heavy because it's aluminum. Ooh, what if we did it out of steel and then polished that son of a bitch? Oh my God, it'd be like a glossy post-it note. Never mind. See, this is what happens when your brain starts tripping. Came through tripping. Drip, drip. There's something nice. I'm telling you, there's something nice and addicting about having a 3D printer to just print random foolishness. Just absolute random foolishness. Anyway, today I was going to show you guys my little tester that I got, but of course you can ask any questions that you might wish to come upon. Let me show you. You guys know I love this thing. This thing is cool. This has been like the greatest thing since sliced bread. However, I bought a new one and it's even fancier. This in here. This guy is nice. It's super nice because it has a screen on it, and I should use a power cable so that way it's a wee bit brighter than not. Because without the power cable, it's bright, but it's not as bright as when you use the power cable. Stands to reason, right? So I plug it into this here battery. This, there we go. All right, so let me use my. I added a extra little overhead. Look, this is called the side cable. I wonder if I peeled the plastic off Mini Pearl, if it would stop being so glowy. Anyway, so you take yourself a cable, and I can grab one of my fancy ones right here. This one is made by SmallRig, I think. And it says, SmallRig says it's a 240 watt cable, according to them. Let's see if they actually told the truth or if they lied, right? It is a SmallRig cable. So if you plug it in the bottom over here and turn this thing on. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. All right. And then go to there's a function called the eMarker function. There you go. And so it will tell you if this is a real cable. Because, see, these cables have a chip in it. That's the eMarker. And that lets it know whether it's Thunderbolt compatible or whatever. So this is a passive cable, which most of our USB cables are. Photographers are about the only people that you'll ever see with an active cable, and that's because they're tether shooting. So if you're a studio photographer and you are trying to, man, this battery sucks. Let me use a different battery. If you're a tether shooter and you got like a 60-foot cable because you're walking around the studio, the model, or you're shooting porn or something, like you need a cable that can just go the distance, and it won't send anything over 15 feet will crash on most devices. So an active cable, Tether Tools makes one. They're about 120, 150 bucks. That will allow you to put a cable mad far away. So if you're trying to put a USB camera in church and you needed to be 30 feet away, you would have to buy an active cable because the regular cable ain't gonna come that long, right? So that's what that means. And then the latency means how fast the cable is. This is actually a very quick cable in theory because it is 10 nanoseconds or 1 millisecond. It will do 50 volts, gangster, it'll charge a computer. It will do 5 amps, it'll charge a computer. It will do 240 watts with extended power range. It will charge a computer. However, stay your ass awake. Don't go to sleep. Hey, man, the button is small though. I'll give you that. It is only USB 2.0. So if you were to grab this cable, because it does charge your computer, it does charge your phone, it does charge your camera, it charges your iPad. But if you were to grab this cable to plug your SSD in and you start copying your Gretchen infrared photos, yo, Jesus will come back and ask to take you to coffee before that shit is done. So you would look at this cable and it's sexy, right? It's cool, right? Oh, look at that. SmallRig, it's thick, it's braided. Like, oh, I could just use this, and you're going to grab your little SSD over here. You're going to plug this on bitch in, and then your SSD is going to be SS'd out. It's going to be a SSD'd because it won't have enough ability to transfer that stuff across the thing like such, right? And so based off of the older model, which I'll show you in a second, If I were to plug it into here and plug it into here, it's good, right? It do light up a lot of lights, but you'll see there's tons of lights missing. And this one, right, like I know what all of these damn things mean because I'm an idiot, I'm a nerd, and I read the paper. I don't expect you to do such a thing. But if you did, you would understand like why this cable is good, but not that good. And so when I'm looking at the transmission, you see that T2, and the receivers, that means receive side, transmit side, right? And this one, you got the T1 over here, T2. This is missing that extra pair of transmission cables. So it will send data, right? But it doesn't have a backup pair. And without that backup pair, you can't get fast cable. So you're going to get 480 megabits per second, aka slow. You don't want that, right? You don't want that, right? So the cool thing about the new one is it's like Paul said, bigger screen, like number one, easier to read, number two. So if you are of a certain vintage, say newly minted 70 Generian, happy birthday, Paul, then you would just go to this next button, and then you see it tells you USB 2.0, aka slow foot, and then it will do the power deliveries, so you know how to power everything, but that only one green light means she's slow, like ignorant slow. Then over here, this is a replication of what the other one did. You see what I'm saying? So the other one, as cool as it is, you have to know what all of those lights are in order to remember what's USB 2 and what's not. And once we get, again, of a certain vintage, we ain't got time to try to remember all that shit. So you just plug it in, don't care about resistance. We just plug it in, get the answer. So this cable will remain in the car as a charging cable for the phone. It should never see the house again. This guy will get removed and get stuck into the glove box of the beam, right? Now, let's get to a real deal Holyfield cable. Let's come correct. We know this to be Thunder Biscuit 4. Plug her in there. Bam. And she's like, bitch, what's my name? Thunderbolt 4. Yes. Fast as hell. Under 10 nanoseconds, 1 millisecond, same smell, do the math. 20 volts of power. Yes. It will do 5 amps. Yes. But she only sends 100 watts. Charge most of what we have. Yes. But it ain't going to charge hella fast, though. I mean, yeah, actually, this is enough to fast charge a phone. It'll do a computer, but still, I could use this to send data, though, because it's 40 gigabits per second. Like, she whole ass. Something about the teacher pen. Yo, I know what Gretchen was doing. She had this teacher pen in her hand all day. Mikey, sit down. I'm sorry, Mikey. I'm going to need you to behave yourself. Look, she has one in her hand on Zoom right now. And then, so again, Thunderbolt 4, 40 gigabits per second, USB 4, Thunderbolt 4, basically the same, slightly different. And then Gen 3. And then she screams, okay? However, I reach into my arsenal of sick-ass cables. Thunder Biscuit 5 Screamer. Now, I have a Mac with a Thunderbolt 5 port. If you don't need this, but I do, so I do. Okay. It says, Thunder Biscuit 5. Yes. Fast as all sin. Under 2 milliseconds. Cool enough. If it was not off-brand, it'd probably be under 1, but you ain't going to notice that. You got the 5 volt? Yes. 5 amps? Yes. 240 watts of extended power range. That's what EPR means. USB 4 Gen 4. So this is new. And it can do 80 gigabits per second. Translated from nerd to English. This cable fast. So there you go. This guy, not only am I going to go buy some relatives for it, I'm going to put one in the car, one in the photo bag, one in each suitcase. Like I'm gonna be like what is it, Amex? I'm never leaving home without it. Because nothing sucks more than to have grabbed the wrong cable and you trying to transfer stuff from your hard drive or your SSD card. You know, you got your little memory reader out. You thinking like, oh, this gonna be quick, and you start copying, and it take all damn day. Like you be mad as hell. So if you look upon yesterday's video, I'll put some links in the descriptions. I'll throw a link up here in just a second once I get all these damn. I made a mess out of my desk yesterday playing around with y'all, but it's kind of cool. What is up, Mike? Mike said just gave elementary school flashbacks. I was the one who couldn't sit still. Me too. come to find out, 58 years later, because I had ADD. Not that I was possessed by the devil, as Sister Mary Catherine would say. She hit me with that damn wooden thing. Dave said, what it do, Dave? I got 2 comments on your videos to do, but I keep putting them off because I want to be right. I keep getting distracted. Guess which one of those this is? Dave. Damn it. That's good, Dave. That is super good. Oh, my God. That is super clutch. Yeah. I am so like, oh, I've been having fun this week practicing with that AutoCut app. Oh my God, that thing is cool. Honestly, I'm gonna say something very crazy. I wish they made it for Final Cut because the ones that I've tried for Final Cut aren't as good as this, but it only works on DaVinci and Premiere. So good for Rich and Mary Lou. Good for me because I can do DaVinci at this point. But man, it's dope. It is super dope. It chops a video up like, Paul, you probably should just jump in. Send it to your mans in Turkey and then be like, here's the footage, press this button, done. I mean, you would crank out so much faster. Why are you underneath a yacht? Are you going somewhere? Oh. You just like, is that a fake background? No, that's a real boat. Good thing you short, because if you stood up any faster, you would have bust your bald head. Oh, that's pretty. Then Paul is at the beach. He's like, Doc, you ain't the only one near the beach. Stupid, I could do that too. That's pretty nice. All right, guys, don't worry. If you got questions, throw them in the chat. Let's go. Otherwise, you just have to hear me talking spicy. Oh, we having air fryer wings? Oh, this guy is living the life. Paul just come up here on Saturday having his own little personal barbecue, beer, cigarettes, boats, fishing rod. Like, just like one of them old country types. Yeah, Paul said, Paul, you can unmute yourself. There you go. Let's see. Well, oh, there was something else that just happened this week. I was checking out my YouTube news. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. I'm going to see if I can do this without getting us in any kind of trouble. Famous words last said. If you were to... I can't think. I gotta think of somebody who always has a sponsor in their videos. I know. I could do Paulo. I'm not gonna play the video, but I wonder if it works on here as well as it does on the TV. Okay, stop. Don't play the video. I said stop. All right, so in the middle of Paulo's videos, there's normally a Squarespace ad. That's not it. Oh, did you put it all the way at the end? It's not going to be any good. Oh, Paulo, you didn't put one in this video. Jerk. Let me pick a different video. Normally there's one in there. It's a new season for the brother, so maybe he don't have one here. Let's pick on this one. Oh, don't do that. Try to grab the knob. Dude, I can't believe I just pulled 2 videos without in it. Anyway, long and story short of it is, what they've done is they've added this new button that it's not even in the button. If you are watching a video, and I noticed it on TV, which is weird that I'm not noticing it on the computer. But if you're watching the video and you hit the like fast forward button when you get to one of them Squarespace commercials, it jumps the entire thing in one press. And it said skipping the parts that most people skip. And I've seen it on videos with an ad, and I've seen it on videos without an ad. And I'm wondering if any of you guys noticed this yet. I noticed it a lot on my Apple TV, and I noticed it on my iPad. Paul, you noticed it? You talked to a muted mic. Yes. So here's why I think this is funny. I have always said that YouTube's what is the word we're looking for? Everybody wants to get monetized. Everybody's like busting their ass trying to get monetized. And I'm like, it's not what you think. Like, all right, it's cool, but it really ain't what you think. And you're not going to all of a sudden become rich because you got monetized. But now it's funny because if we know that more and more folks are watching videos on the telly, right? We just do. We also know that a lot of creators go out of their way to get, these quote unquote brand deals. And so YouTube has just set it up that on the TV, if you hit one of these brand deals, I found one. This is from Stick to Football. I hope I don't get in trouble because, Sky Sports, they're like NBC UK. Let's see what happens. If I double tap that. No, see, it doesn't do it on the computer. It does it on the computer, it does it on the iPad. It does it on the TV, it does it on the iPad. This is the most punchable face in the planet. He's a Liverpudlian ex-player from Liverpool. I hate that dude. Anyway. This one of my favorite gadgets, a broken cable, hates to see me coming. Hey, girl, you gotta get the new one. The new one is so much easier. Ooh, Mighty Glue is so much easier. And I just sent you the world's dumbest Instagram reel because, friends, go check it out. Anyway, so with this new feature, again, creators are busting the gut to try to get these brand deals, and nothing wrong with it, but just understand now your community can skip them joints too. And it makes sense. And everybody's going to be mad. Or YouTube, they're effing us because they're getting in my pocket or whatever. I'm like, how much do they charge you to post these videos? I can see it right now. All of the little whiny people are going to be like, YouTube is letting people skip over my brand deals and it's messing with my bag. Like YouTube owe you some shit. Bro, get your own platform then. You know what I'm saying? You build a bunch of servers and a bunch of techs and, apps for people to jump into. Oh, my God. Dang, Elgato keeps blinking. It's pissing me off. Anyway, it's just kind of funny. But, YouTube's goal, I done said it time and time again. YouTube goal is to sell some advertisements. And the only way they sell advertisements is on their platform. And so if you're bucking the system by, legit just going to get your own brand deals and whatever, yeah, eventually there's enough people that are scoring brand deals right now that it's starting to hurt their ad sales. And here's the other part about this, which I know you know because you probably thought of this at least one time. If you thought of this at least one time, holler at your man in the chat. I pay for YouTube Premium. Yes. When I'm watching the video and the creator stops and gives me a 4-minute infomercial about something and no chapter markers, kind of hate that. Now, what I do about it, here's my weird ass process. It's Luis. Luis making a video. And he's talking about how to make pancetta flavored cheesecake. He's giving us the whole breakdown, the whole review, whatever's clever Trevor. And he gets to the part where he wants to do the commercial for Piche Way. When I get to that part, I'm like, I'm going to fast forward this and go back and forth until I nail it when he comes back. Because I like Luis. He's a good creator. I just want to finish seeing what he's saying. If I like the creator, I will stomach the Pinche Way commercial in the middle. All 3D printers are sponsored by Pinche Way, right? Or PCB Way. Anybody that's in the makerspace, things like this, all sponsored by PCB Way. All photographer, camera bros, whatever, sponsored by Squarespace. Travel cats, whatever, sponsored by Squarespace. All my sports guys, sponsored by Ball Shavers. Every freaking sports dude that I watch on every sport, from toenail clipping to kite fishing, sponsored by Manscaped Ball Shavers. And I'm like, I can't skip this because I pay for YouTube Premium for 6 people, but I can't skip that. So I'm willing to also bet that people complain to YouTube. Gretchen, you don't see the Ball Shaver ads? Ask Bob. If he sees the Manscaped ads, they I think that people probably complain to YouTube that they pay for premium, and then creators are out here putting out 4 or 5 minute infomercials about something that they don't care about. And I fully understand that we got to make money. Like, this is what we do. And so one of the reasons why I kind of didn't really like the whole brand deal prospect of it is it's just something you would have to think about. And I'm getting to the level where I'm getting things sent to me constantly, right? Like AutoCut, they sent it to me. They was like, here, dude, like you just did all of them DaVinci videos. How crazy is that? I did 30 days of DaVinci videos. AutoCut hits me up and was like, we want to give you free lifetime license to this product that otherwise would have cost you about $200 a year. And all you got to do is, if you like it, make a video. If you don't like it, at the end of your little 14-day trial, let us know what you think so we can fix it. And I'm like, shit, ain't nothing but a word, Big Bird. Love that app. Okay? And so, yeah, kind of crazy. Just something to be aware of if you are either A, chasing monetization, it ain't what it's cracked up to be, or B, chasing brand deals. Understand, make sure you know how you're going to work it in with your audience. People that put it at the end of the video, I'm cool with that. People that put it at the very beginning. This video is sponsored by, Rich's Pool Hall. And you talk about it in the very beginning, I'm cool with that. It's easier for me to get past. But when you get to the good part, or the people that just cut off what they're saying, they're doing an edit chop, and they edit it at a crazy position and put it, which you're supposed to. Let's not say it's not wrong, but it just drives me crazy. So I'm digging the YouTube button. And if you haven't seen it, you'll see it on your TV soon. It is coming through, but it is kind of dope. Rich had a very good question. I just got a comment this week. How do you use it differently from other browsers? Well, funny you should say that, Rich. Let me bring it over here because we're on this subject, right? I'm going to show y'all something which is absolutely crazy. So let me remove these here things. Leave this. Let's go. Remove this and 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 this. And look to Chrome if I have any other windows. Sorry, I'm just closing out Chrome windows. I was doing something yesterday and it had me out here playing with Chrome. I have changed Comet to be my mainstay on my notebook. I hadn't done so over here yet, but it will become that. So what I'm fixing to do is take the Chrome window and I'm going to generate a brand new incognito window. Command Shift N. There you go. That's how you get an incog. And then let's bring it over to the browser. Boom. All right, cool. Incognito. Let's go to here and let's pick a video. Let's go to sports. And I don't want to play NFL videos in here. Gonna get in trouble. This whole stream is about to get demonetized. I don't want to get in trouble. Anyway, I'll just explain it to you. So if I was to come over here and I was to click on this Philly and the Jets, Philly and the Jets, because I'm in the incognito window, it should jump straight to commercial. Bingo. Straight to commercial. Right? This hole is going to get plugged up real quick soon. But if I were to switch this something to Comet, okay, and take that exact same video link to which I'm going to copy, come over to Comet and paste it in here, press enter, and try to be quick with the mouse button.
These guys know it.
Bingo. Not a commercial to be synced. Stop, get that off the screen real quick. Man, that's long enough to have gotten in trouble. The NFL does not F around. They have like a scanner just like looking. Meanwhile, at the ranch, our little lawyer friend in Florida is live talking about that stupid purple team from Baltimore going up against the Commanders. I wonder what she's talking about. I kind of want to drop in and say like, sup, Londa. Anyway, that to me is so crazy. Sometimes I want to watch a video, but I don't want to jack my algorithm up. What I would do is pop an incognito window and watch it. But you have to suffer through the commercials. And it reminds me every day how much I love YouTube Premium. So if nothing else, and I don't know how long this is going to last before they plug this hole up, one of the best parts about Comet, I ain't seen no YouTube ads inside Comet yet. Not a single one. I shouldn't even say that. I wonder if the algorithm will block this video just because I'm teaching y'all that. But it is crazy. I found it out kind of sort of a week ago. And then I was like, wait a minute, that can't be true. Then I tried it and I tried it and I tried it and I tried it. And it's like, son, no commercials. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if that does a lot for you, but it was kind of cool to me. All right, so the other things that you can do, like I'm still playing around with it, still getting the hang out of it. However, let's go back over to here. So let's say we want to try an assistant. I'll show you some of these. You can be like, highlight your upcoming emails, find what important emails you need to answer, summarize this recent email if you want to let it get into your mail stuff, right? You can close all of your distraction tabs. Right? You can close all tabs older than today, which is super dope. You can group your tabs by a topic, which I also think is dope. And you can find out what video to keep coming back to. Okay, so find the video I keep coming back to. I'm curious about that. Let's see what it says, man. I hope it don't show y'all something nefarious. All right, so it's checking the look. It's combing the browser histories, and it is looking for videos, and nothing good, nothing important, because I haven't had it on this computer for very long. If you go into the widgets over here, you got cool stuff that you can add. Like I don't, that's not really a big deal to me. As a matter of fact, it's probably better for me if it didn't come up to this whole widget page, because that's how I easily get sidetracked. But I'm gonna show you like searching for something. Like say you want to bought something, right? So let's go do a widgety page here. Let me think. What I want to buy. What I want to buy. What I want to buy. Ooh, I have a list inside of Chrome. Here. Let me see. Think about it. I am in the market for a new lightweight travel jacket. My favorite brands are Patagonia and Unbound Merino. However, I'm looking for something that is lightweight, can easily get crushed into the bag, and should be good to temperatures just above freezing. So don't want it to be super thick, but I want it to get down to about, say, 40 when it's no longer keeping me warm because I can layer. I would like it to be water resistant, if not waterproof. And I need to find it in a 2X. My budget for this jacket is up to $300. Find it. I lost my Patagonia R2, my gray one, Paul. I almost cried. It ended up in the airplane somewhere. Anyway, so I just press this button. And it goes. And it grabs the web. And it's that ain't no women's. Stupid. I'm a man. I should have told it that. See what happens when you gotta be the good thing is whatever you find in women's, they normally do make a men's version as well, if it's Patagonia or somebody. But why? All right, so it pulls all the tabs, it's done all the research, it's going to grab everything like that. I forgot to specify that I am a male, approximately 6 foot, 240. So keep that in mind and rerun the scan. Then open the tabs for me for the recommended jackets. Not 6'2", biatch. I ain't Gretchen. Dumbass. All right. Bingo. All right. It's going. It's going. Ooh. Yeah, I like this. K-Walk. K-Walk says, Mr. Who's the Boss tend to put them at the end. You know, I like his style, man. His style is just really, really good. It's funny. I have this jacket. It just recommended me one that I have. uh, yeah. No, I don't mind commercials either. Um, Especially in the algorithmic sense. My brother said, I don't mind commercials. My contribution to the economy. Free stuff doesn't exist without them. 100%. I don't mind commercials, especially because the algorithm tends to show you things that kind of sort of mean something to you. What's been a little irritating recently on YouTube is that there are a bunch of these weird AI generated like supplements for old people, like, or trying to lose something, or Himalayan salt diet, all this other weird. It's horrible. It's really horrible. Those are irritating. And the algorithm hasn't figured out that I don't like them. And I think it's because I matched too many of the possibilities, right? I'm sure at this point the algo knows that I take Wegovy. I'm sure at this point the algo knows that I'm losing weight because I've talked about it. I'm sure at this point the algo knows that I'm going to be 59 soon. And I'm sure it knows I travel a lot. And so I can't shake those irritating AI ads. They are freaking noxious. Obnoxious. Doesn't matter in most cases because I'm on premium. But when I need to do something where I'm not, or if I use one of the client accounts, like I'm doing something on YouTube and using their account, and it's like, oh my god, that the AI ones, I just want to punch them in the face. How low can you go? All right, let's go back to this. So, Patty, man, it showed me 2 jackets that I got. I got this one too. I got mine's in orange, but I got this jacket and I got this jacket. But that's cool. So I need something different. So I can be like, boom, watch this. Let's see, Rich. I actually own both of the jackets you recommended. Let's go with some more recommendations. And again, open the tabs once you get there. Man, Paul, I am a fashionista. I can't wear the same stuff all the time. I gotta be cute. Cute. You understand? Like, it's important. I can't get the jacket from the Piggly Wiggly. Ecam jackets ain't warm enough. I tried to convince the team to let me order Ecam embroidered Patagonias. All them people live in the damn cold. And ain't nobody want to get a fancy Patagonia. What's wrong with them kinfolks? Oh, this looks nice. This looks nice. I like it. Right? I don't know what this here diamond is. I will have to do some research and see where does that fit. But if it, in the price range, it's about correct. 161 euros should be about 140 US. Oh my God. Shut up. Family. Rich, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try my dangest to zoom in, but watch this. This is showing me a price in euros, right? Right? Let me zoom in over here. If I hover the jank right there, it gives you the mouse in the way. It gives you the freaking conversion. Some numbers. Oh, hell no. I'm going to a Japanese site right now. Right now. That, what? Yo, Yodobashi camera. Let's go. Yodobashi camera. もう、本当に皆さんの大好きの電気屋さん。Yodobashi camera だよ。いらっしゃいませ。いらっしゃい。All right, let's see. Let's go find us a DJI. DJI. Bingo. Yeah, I don't go to euros. I could do yen in my head, but I don't do euros too often. All right, so let's see. Let's kick on this creator kit. And it is 579 euros. Why does this bitch keep sending me euros? I know what it is. Hold on, my bad. I have a plugin that does this, and I don't like it. Turn that off. Remove. Gone. Remove. Reload. All right. It is 900. It is 99,880 Yenjamins. Let's see if it do that thing. Doesn't understand. But this could also be because of double byte. You know what I mean? Double byte fonts don't always work. Oh, that would have been cool. That one does not catch the vapors. I thought that. Oh, what? Maybe that was the plugin that was doing that. Let me go back to the other dude. Where he went? This one. Nope, it did it. Let's go to Mermont. Boom. Hide for now. Hover. Yep. 77. 119. Yep. Oh, cool. This one's kind of nice. Man, nobody can style like Patagonia, man. North Face. These other guys, they just look very utilitarian. Nobody got time for that. They ain't buying no from REI. I'm like real jacket. I don't want no fake department store jacket. Sorry, Pacific Northwest people. Not my swag. But anyway, that's one of the cool things that comic can do. I just deleted it. Just deleted it. It was called. Oh my god! I gotta look for it in Chrome. Hold on. La 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 la. Chrome. It was called Chrome Currency Converter. Chrome Currency Converter. I'm hot-blooded. Check it and see. I got a favor of 103. Have no idea how that connects to what we were just talking about, but my brain did it. There it is, Rich. Chrome Currency Converter. You know Jun Kanga-san. Did you know this? You don't even have to do that now because you got it in... Wait, just select the price from the yen symbol, right-click on it, and do search in Google. First thing you get is a conversion. Oh, gangster. I didn't know you did. Anyway, you have... what's the word I'm looking for? Why he dumb? You have currency converter built into the calculator on your phone now. Here, let's follow my brother's weird-ass instructions. I can do this one mostly in my head. It's super simple. But anyway, not translate, stupid. June says search. Oh, because I'm in Chrome, it's not going to do what you said, June. I mean, because I'm not in Chrome, it ain't going to do what you said. So, let me try this link in Chrome. Copy. Whooms. Yeah, it's so dope that it's built into the phone now. And if you're in notes, if you just type it in the notes and put equals and then enter, it'll automatically translate it for you in notes. Like, it's so dope. The Apple Intelligence that works that nobody talks about because it's fun to bitch about what it can't do. You know what I'm saying? See, Currency Converter just did his thing. But let's do that. Right-click upon the search Google. Bam! There it is. 680. Record company people are shady. There you go. June has learned you guys something that you didn't know. Send him a super chat. Man, that would be terrible right now because everything goes through Seattle now. My life is ruined. Incheon flight canceled, Fukuoka flight canceled, and Boston flight canceled. I'm like, Alaska, are you directly trying to fuck with me? Like, they canceled 3 flights I would guarantee take. I'm like, bruh, they just canceled my whole thing. However, good news is, because I have to go to Seattle and then to Boston, my miles per trip goes up. And I got to get out for an hour and a half, get a grilled cheese sandwich at Beecher's, and go about my business. Or they have a thing, the Made in Washington store. That's not what it's called, but that's what it is. The name will come to me in a minute. And you go in there and you get Rainier chocolate covered cherries. Between a grilled cheese sandwich and chocolate covered cherries, good. But as soon as you get off that plane, no. Toilet. Just saying. But that grilled cheese and sandwich and tomatoes from Beatrice at Seattle Airport, almost as good as being at the Pikes Peak. And they got a good ass kale chicken Caesar salad if you know, one of them. Well, skip the chicken if you one of those green eating people. Yeah, I don't know what Alaska was thinking either. Right? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's crazy. So I wonder where they're going to reroute the Incheon flight to, June. They're going to route it to Haneda and then Haneda to Incheon, which is a little backwards. I mean, not really backwards, but it's stupid. You're going to fly 99.8% of the way there, park in Japan for 2 hours, and then take the little jump across the puddle. That's ignorant. That's about ignorant. That's like landing here and then, twirling your thumbs for a second and then hopping on over to Kauai after. Like, it's like that. Stupid. Stupid. Lord of mercy, man. Don't know what's wrong with these people. Wait. No. You're joking. You're joking. June said that for the first comment, because I didn't read it, he said, I don't know what Alaska was thinking. Who's not going to go to Incheon from here? Because we're almost there. But he said the flight is going to go from Honolulu to SF, then turn back around and go to Incheon, which is Korea. That makes about as much sense as screen doors on the submarine. That is straight foolishness. That is me buying a fancy infrared hair curler for Paul. See. Why you stop, Paul? Like, that would make no sense at all. At all. That's dumb. That is straight up dumb. That's crazy. Yo, there was some other cool stuff that you could do with Comment that I was thinking of, but like it's full agentic, right? So you can have it, I think this one actually will go in like, it will monitor price drops and things like that if you're trying to do that. Yeah, it has a lot of crazy stuff. Mostly I just been using it to pull like multi-tab research, right? Like you go to something on the Zon. Actually, I'll show you because this will make more sense. All right. I've done this before as well. So let's go back to comments. And then let's close all of these here fashion tabs. Close. Come on, close. Let your body move to the music. Hey. Come on, close. All right, let's hit the Amma. Booyakaka. Damn, what we want to shop for. Ooh, wow, hiccups. That's not good. What do we want to shop for? What do I need? Why is the light on my battery pack? Off. Turn off. Oh, there we go. Oh, man. What in the exact hang do I wish to shop for? I'll do this. Okay. So, I got a small rig VB99 Pro. Scroll down to the bottom. And then I'm going to take this one. New tab. Right. And then I need some more other brands. Amazon, you are messing up the life. Amazon. Female battery. Booyaka. I can't fight this feeling. Booyashaka. deep inside of me. What the hell, Doc? What in the hell is absolutely wrong with you? Like, what? Why? Why that song? Dude, K&F Concept is making batteries now? Come on, gangster. Where is KMTV? KMTV, First Power, Power Extra, they're a good company. Let's investigate those. That's a bigger battery than is available. Do you have the smaller one? It got to be fair. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Umbataka. See, actually taking me longer to do this than because I can't find some good. This one, G Signy. I don't really like their look, but let's do that. And then I really like that other brand name, Flixon, also good. Let's do that. Okay, right click, add these to a new tab. All right. Check the open Amazon tags and let's get a comparison ranking on these V mount batteries. The things that I am looking for that are super important is I need to be able to both charge the battery and discharge it at the same time. In other words, I want to be able to charge the battery while I have things plugged into it so that I can use the battery and still charge it at the same time. I kind of like it to have a fast charging capability. So make sure you specify that. And then let's rank them according to good reviews and weight. Quarter 20 thread mount, also a positive. Sorry, I got to do my speech to translate because if I type all of that mess, I'll still be typing. It's thinking. All right, paste it in. Run that. Sing that song, you bitch. You make me want to lead a one away. Start a new relationship with you. And this is what you do. Think about everything and all the rings that come along with to make me. At this point, if you're buying for fairness, I could use an articulating arm. I will tell you my recommendation, K-Walk, right now. It ain't the cheapest, but it's dope. And that's the ones from iPhoto. But if you need a cheap one that's just good, small rig, Neewer, they're phenomenal. They just work. Tilta, better. And iPhoto, the one that makes this round. Oh, theirs are gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. Top batteries compared. Boom. Let's read this here chart. Okay. Neewer, simultaneous charge, discharge. Yes. Fast charging. Yes. 2 hours to full. Gangster. Weight, 630 grams. Nice. Because my small rig is bidirectional. Yes. It does take 2 hours to charge. Yes. But it is 100 and something grams heavier. Who knew? Who knew? I have this one. So the Neewer one is lighter, and that makes a big difference when you are carrying it upon the plane. And as you can see, one thing that is cool about the small rig one is it does have a quarter 20, but it also has a 3/8, which is good as well. Then the Z Signy, it has dual outs plus charge. Okay. Takes 1.5 hours. I don't trust this brand though. It's the lightest. Doesn't have a quarter 20 thread. But, you know, I would totally be into KF Concept. I like their stuff right now. It doesn't say if it's clear. It does have a TFT display, solid ports, aluminum fiber shell. I like that. It doesn't have a weight though. You know, anyway, so that's how you could do it. Like you could come through here and you could break it down. And then you got quick notes on each individual battery. If you're trying to make a buying decision, like Boom. Ranking by criteria. Boom. These are good. All right. So I like these. Now, here's where we about to get sexy. Here's where we about to get sexy. Gangster. I would like you to take these findings and write them into a blog post. I would like to highlight my favorite as the KF Concepts, even though it's missing some of the features. I like the look and the build quality. This blog post will be targeted towards beginning content creators who don't know a lot of the technical terms. So if you have anything technical to say, I'm going to need you to put like a call out that explains what that is. If possible, pull pictures as you talk about each battery that will help the reader make a better buying decision. He came through. No custom instructions yet, Rich. This is going to be blind ass. This is going to be blind ass. Rich said, do you have any custom instructions in there somewhere? Nope. I just went for it. I want to see what it came up with. Now, it's weird though, because I do have Perplexity Pro. Let me copy this before I lose this. And let me see if I had done anything in Perplexity Pro that will make it know this type of stuff here. Personalization. Nope. I didn't even fill this in yet. So this should be raw dog. Oh, you idiot. Where'd you went? Oh, there you go. Somebody's dog had their speakers on. Their dog just went crazy because I did my fake DMX. Aubrey, where's your dog? You don't even know. What kind of dog mama are you? I'm going to stop messing with Aubrey. Oh, look, he came out with a picture. The KF Concept is kind of cute, though. It's kind of cute, though. I am weird. Do not like ugly gear. I know it shouldn't matter, but like if it came between first and second choice and the first one was ugly and the second one was prettier, I would probably buy the prettier one if it's not like mission critical. So one of the reasons why I bought the SmallRig VB99 over what was available at the time is the SmallRig VB99 Pro was pretty decent looking battery. Like it just wasn't ugly. And it works good, you know. How the heck are you looking at books and stuff, Amazon? What the frick are you doing? Let me zoom in. I can't trust this thing. Can't trust it. No. K-Walk, how's the music list coming? I gave you a whole bunch of songs today. Because I'm badder than bad with no rougher than tougher. You know that you're getting there rough like a senator. Paul, it's 9:12. It's random. Just picked up the phone. It's 9:12. It blows my mind, bro. I'm over here waiting for Perplexity, and I just pick up the phone, and that's what we got. Okay. So it used to be in Perplexity, you could send this out to a separate page. Let me see if I still have that option so that I can bring it out. What the heck is this? I don't want to press that. That doesn't have it anymore. I don't want to convert everything to a page. I just want to see it has convert to a page. I just need the bottom. But anyway, let's go here and give this a quick read through. I'm trying to make it Paul just turned 70 friendly. Okay, let me put on my content creation voice. See, right? My brother says it does matter. A good-looking, well-designed product tells you what the company's philosophies are. It also extends to what people think of you. 100%. You guys don't know this, but if he wasn't going to be like the lead AV specialist for Fortune 500 bank, Drew would have been a product designer, and he's damn good at it. Really. I just don't get cocky, bitch. You're still my little brother, and I still hate you. But I gotta say, you're really good at designing shit. Like, super good at it. All right. All right. So, best V mount. If you're looking to, let me try again. Me. If you're just starting to create video content, one thing you realize quickly is how fast your camera lights and accessories drain power. That's where V-mount batteries come in. They're special rechargeable batteries designed to power professional cameras and other video gear for hours. Here's what you need to know before you buy, and my personal picks to help you get started. You know what? Good. Like, really, not too AIE, not too jacked up. You know, I would probably add a couple of weird hip hop slangs in there, but that's an easy paragraph. I can rewrite that in seconds, right? Very good. So let's go. Top favorite, K&F Concept V-mount battery. With its fast charging, rugged build, it's a great choice for travel and reliability. Why I love it. Solid construction, aluminum alloy, fire-resistant body, feels durable and trustworthy. Gangster. Second one, chic look. This thing don't know me, but she get me. Comes in army green and silver. Yes, where'd it go? Look at that. You can get the silver one too. Ain't nobody buying the silver one. Son, everybody gonna have this one. Your man's gonna have to come over here and get this one. That is cool. That is cool. Just because of Aubrey, I would get that one. Stop sidetracking, Doc. Travel friendly at 99 watt hours, you can carry it safely on most airlines. This is also true. Super versatile ports, 2 USB-Cs, 1 USB-A, and 1 D-tap. The D-tap is super important. More on these below, and even has an emergency light. Shut up. I didn't even notice that. Let's go. Let's low. Bingo. Oh, you way zoomed in. Y'all can't see what I see. Let me click this picture, see if this helps. Nope. Zoom out. All right. So I love the fact that it has the out, 12 volt out, cool. USB-A out, cool. It has the BP, that's special connectors for some older equipment, but a D-tap is very important, right? Boom. I don't see the light that they talking about, though. Just want to make sure it didn't hallucinate. Dude, this is really cool. Safe protection. No, maybe I read that wrong. Cool display. It says even in emergency light. Oh, I didn't see that part. Anyway, I can fix that, but the rest of it is good so far. Now, I like this part right here. This is where it's going to come in handy because I like when articles do this. And you can make this, depending on your blogging platform, you can make this stand out, right? What is PD100? Well, it means power delivery up to 100 watts. It's fast charging standard for quickly refilling the battery or charging a laptop or camera directly. That means if it accepts PD100 and delivers PD100, you can fast charge a phone, you can fast charge an iPad. You can take a Osmo Pocket 3 and charge this on bitch in 16 minutes type of thing, right? So that's important to know. What is a D-tap? A D-tap is a power port found in most Pro Video batteries that lets you plug in lights, monitors, cameras that support this connection. You can actually get a D-tap to MacBook charger because you can run the MacBook off of this battery, right? Actually, you don't need that. You just use the USB cable. Anyway, and then what's 99 watt hours means? Well, watt hours means watt hours. My bad, because I said it out loud. Anyway, 99 is the largest size allowed in an airplane carry-on bag. So this is dope. I would probably break this up into 3 different slides so that it, kind of pops off. You know what I mean? Anyway, number 2, the Neewer, USB-C, D-tap, lots of power options, OLED screen, quick charging, easy for beginners, clearly labeled, lots of ports and safety features. Small rig VB99, which I got. Touch display, yep. App control, lets you check the battery status from your phone. Never used it, but nice feature, I guess. Tons of ports, up to 8 devices, including USB-C, USB-A, D-tap, and more. Weather sealed. Bingo. That pushes it back up. I got to check the K&F Concept if it's weather sealed because I do need another one. Uh, what most matters when picking a VMod battery? This I would turn into a pop out. Like put it in a different color, put it in the background, add a little thing to it, right? This you get your Canva out and you design some extra slides for it, right? This is a good carousel. You could deliver this as a carousel on social media, right? Charge and use at the same time. Some batteries can charge and use the power of the same gear. Simultaneous charge, discharge, the KNF concept, the Neewer, the small rig, all promise this. Gangster. Fast charging capabilities. Look for PD100 in the specs if you want quick top-ups. Yes, I'm at the airport. I got a layover. I'm eating my grilled cheese at Beechers. I'm going to top up this battery. You know what I'm saying? Lightweight and portable. Under 700 grams is easy, right? There you go. Quarter 20 mount, right? It's a little screw that's on the bottom. You guys all know it as a tripod screw, but a quarter 20 mount, and that also makes it worth the wait. So you're going to want to have that. And then look for something that has pretty decent reviews. I'm kind of in and out on this, but I would put it in the article because most people see it that way. But I wouldn't want to. Me personally, I wouldn't pick it based on that specifically because a lot of people are talking that don't know what they're talking about, but I would like to know. You know what I'm saying? And of all the things you need to know is it's 700 grams, but how much of 3.5 grams will you need in order to buy one? That's an inside joke. Somebody will catch it. Final thoughts. While all these batteries above do the job, the KNF Concept VMod battery will be my go-to if you care about style, feel, overall quality. Even though it's missing some pro features like an app or a touchscreen, it's everything a beginner content creator needs. Great look while doing it. If you want something with more bells and whistles, I would take a look at the newer small rig options. For most getting started, actually, I had a conversation with Lucas from it's newer, but my brain still on newer. Anyway, he said they don't care as long as you buy something. Anyway, for most getting started, you won't go wrong with the KNF concepts. Happy shooting. I ain't gonna say that part. Mine would be more gangster than that. But this article is pretty close to what I would write, and I can just take it and post it. So I think that's dope. Like if you want to make something kind of sexy, throw a little newsletter out there, boom, you just good to go. You are good to go. So comment is worth a look. The more agentic stuff I can't show you because it's connected to my Gmail. And it's none of your damn business. But it can do that. It can look at your calendar. It can look at your things. Claude also does this, by the way. Claude can look, and actually, matter of fact, ChatGPT now can do it as well. But yeah, comment looks promising. The funny thing is, it came out, and like 2 days later, GPT-5 came out. And I was like, that sucks to be you, Perplexity. But I kind of like Perplexity. They got some cool shit. It had already been the tab on my browser had been one of my favorite things. I think only Gretchen and I are the only two humans on the planet that have Pro because we were dumb enough to buy a rabbit. $200 I'd never get back. I could have bought one of those 3.5 gram things with that money. But anyway, yeah, I think it's kind of cool. It's worth it. All right. Yeah, it is good for planning out trips. Gretchen said I use Perplexity to plan out my trips across the country. It could do that as well. Actually, with the comment, it should be able to like go. I wonder because it's agentic, if you could make it do the map overlays. Have you looked into going into Google Maps and adding your own overlays, Gretchen? She's finding the mute button. It's in the same place for the last 10 years. It's Control M, Command M. She's talking spicy. Oh, Paul won't let her talk. See, Paul is evil. He was just like, she got red hair. I'm going to treat her like a redhead stepchildren. Mm-hmm. So says you. You got Gretchen over here pressing buttons, cursing you out. There she go. Paul, you got to click that button. Sorry, Gretchen, you got to say that all over again because they can't hear you because Paul didn't press the button. Press it. There he goes. See, I can't
All
let
right.
this dude drive. He be over here like sleeping at the wheel. This is why old people, man, take Papa's license away.
So what I did was it's a 16-day drive. We're trying to do it in 16 days to get from here to Crater Camp. And we want to hit Glacier and Little Bighorn, Yellowstone, the Badlands, Devil's Tower, uh, a few other things, plus a bunch of Carnegie libraries along the way. And
Oh,
so,
that's cool.
and have limited how much drive time and everything. So, after several iterations with Perplexity, it did offer to give me clickable links to put into a Google Maps option and to have a whole spreadsheet it could create or a PDF written. So there's some tweaks I have to do to it too. I have it all printed out. Sometimes it didn't listen to me on how many hours I wanted to drive, and sometimes it did. But, you know,
That's cool
generally it was
though.
really good.
The smart part is like breaking it up in hours that you drive. Because if you do it wrong and you go to take a jump on the leg, it might be further than you think. And then you're
Yeah,
like, I need to take a break, but I don't want to take a break in Podunk. I want to take a break in a semi established town. And the next semi
exactly.
established town is 200 miles away,
Yeah.
which is another 3 hours to 4 hours. Well, I know how you drive.
And see,
For
and the
me, it's another
limitation
two
too
hours.
I gave it was to take scenic routes and avoid the major highways.
Oh,
So, yeah, and so that was kind of fun to do. And then doing uh, when I want to go to the old historic Carnegie libraries, not all of them are still libraries. Some of them are galleries. Some of them have been destroyed, but there's like over 7,000 of them out there. And it's kind of like, okay, where am I going to find these? And there's a whole list, but dumping it in there, it gave me several along the way. And then it described whether they were still functioning as libraries, whether they were art galleries, whether they were historic sites that were no longer, you know, usable. But, and so it was really good. It was a really good way to go and at least get a baseline. Doesn't
that's
mean I'm
cool.
always going to follow it because I tend to go off. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. Good. Well, okay, so we were at camp last year before last, and I came in earlier because we had to get everything set up. And I instead of being at the camp hotels, I was at the hotel that Paul and I stayed at, which is in New Hampshire, and that was the second time, no, the first time that I used that hotel. And when you go on the freeway, it's fine. Google Maps by default can try to take you away from toll roads, which is fully understandable. But the toll on this freeway is what, 75 cents, Paul? So Google sent me around the bull's ass and backwards. So it had me running down streets like Katie's, right? Like one lane. If you fart, you hit a tree. Dark as heck, no street lights, forest high, like redwoods, either side. It's not redwoods. I don't know shit about trees, but they're big ass trees. And this is all good, right? Put the high beams on, and then you go. But as I turned this corner, and Paul knows because we would go get something to eat, we would come back that way. Every 5 feet, there's signs that say, if you pop a tire, when these people come out to help you, it will be with a shotgun. Now you could drive through there, and Aubrey and Paul, not Aubrey, Paul can drive through there. Well, depending if he had any of his flags on his vehicle. Gretchen can drive through there, no problem. Paul, see, no problem. The other three of us, possibly shot, kidnapped, murdered, basement. And I was like, Google, son, you know everything about everybody. Why would you drive me through Trump Town on a full moon in a rent a car, going someplace I don't know where I'm going on a skinny ass road where I could pop a tire or hit a tree or somebody's dog or something like that? I'm like, Google, are you high? I'm saying this in the car out loud. I was so mad. And I was like, and then when I came back the morning to get back to the office, and I was like, you know what? Take me to the toll roads. Your toll is 75 cents. I was like, Google, I would
They
choke
would
the
have just.
shit out you. You almost got me
I was gonna say
killed, bro.
they They would have just attached you to one of the signs in their front yard.
100%. And the funny thing is, as I was driving, I seen a jackrabbit run across the street, and I had to like kind of stop. And another one, the freaking little buck, like small, tiny, like 2-point buck, rolled out right in front, stopped, look at me like, you going fast. I'm like, yeah, bitch, because I'm driving through Trump Town in the dark. Get the fuck off the road. And then he ran into the bushes. And I was like, man, if you mess around and hit that deer, oh, why'd you done around these parts out here hitting my dinner? I was like, fuck that, dude. Don't you ever take me through this shit again. So this was Essex in New Hampshire. And so when you come from Amesbury, well, Rich, you didn't come to camp yet, but when you come from Amesbury and then you go back up the freeway going towards New Hampshire, it's like one of the first places to get off. And then if you don't take the exit, you end up in Maine. Like it's that close. It's like this much of New Hampshire you cut through. But if you take the exit, you go to Essex or Hampton. And then if you go straight for like another 2 minutes, you're in Maine. You cross a bridge and you're in Maine. It was crazy. Nah, bruh. As Paul, you would think that. Rich said, wow, I think that was pretty liberal up there. Not this section. Trust you me, bruh. Oh my God. Actually, when we drive around camp, it's funny because Massachusetts in theory gets, that love. And a lot of New Hampshire gets that love, but for some reason, in the 3 towns that are connected to Amesbury is also pretty liberal, but in the 3 towns connected to Amesbury, nope. And I don't know if you know what this, Manchester, Massachusetts. Your boy went there and went to the diner. He is like, they took down the Jesuses and put him up. Manchester's crazy, and it's right next to camp. And I'm like, Katie's like, oh, you should fly to Manchester Airport. I was like, Katie, you are smoking drugs. I ain't flying through the Manchester Airport. Are you high? And Paul put that shit in the brochure. Maybe instead of coming to Boston, you should come through Manchester Airport. Paul should have said, provided you lack melanin. That's what he should have put in the thing, but he ain't do that. So any of y'all tinted people planning on landing in Manchester, I advise against it.
The other thing is that once you leave like the Badlands, the national park, which is pretty cool, there's like nothing until you get, I mean, it's like, okay, find me some roads that might be interesting because this is a girl from the mountains and the ocean, and I'm going to be in the flat nothing lands. And
yeah, it's hard to drive in the flat nothing land. It makes you bored. K-Walk said, the New England Deers are not to be Wu-Tanged with, but this line is the best. I hit one in my OG Saturn. I had to put a sign in my window that said, Deer 1, Saturn 0. On that note, fam. Oh my God, Rich! I gotta show Rich some. Remember that big sign, that one dude when we go to the going to Salisbury, and they got this dude Rich. He builds like 15-foot signs with like Brandon and a bunch of other. He has like 20 signs in his yard. That's what he does. Like it's psycho. And there's a tractor trailer place where you go and you buy supplies, kind of like a truck supply store, but it's locally run. This dude got flag bigger than Texas flag. And they're stacked. The huge one, Stars and Bars, and then the next one, T-Rump. That flag is massive. Like you could wrap a school bus in this flag and it would touch the ground. It's like, yo, them people out there, bro, I tell you.
Hey, Gretchen, the part of your trip to look forward to is when you go through Nebraska. That's real exciting country.
Yeah.
You just see cornfields for days.
It's like, is it ever going to end?
I actually considered heading up to Canada about then, but it's still pretty.
Yeah, don't cross the border, girl. You might not come back. They might like, we're going to keep her. She's cool.
Yeah, she's been making a few comments. And
yo, it's absolutely crazy. Anyway, gang, I'm going to go grab something to eat. Class is going to be mad short today. I got to go help Karen do something. We have to go. It's a real estate situation I got to help her handle, which is fun. Oh my God. Can I tell you guys real quick a little fun story? I took in the X3 for service and they gave an iX4, actually just the iX. It's the SUV version. And family, can I tell you, this thing is so dope. We got to return it today. I kind of don't want to. And I'm like, damn it, PNW, I know why now you guys give out loaners better than what you got. Because you're going to be like, oh, can I get one of these? Yo, this thing is so crazy. And it is so freaking fast. Like, it is phenomenal. Listen, 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Silently. So we're going to have to put up some super chats because I got to upgrade the whip now. I ain't going to do it. But good Lord, this thing is fast and luxurious. Like absolutely luxurious. This is exactly what it looks like. It is so dope. It's nothing but a giant screen and leather. And oh my God, look at them seats. When you sit in that thing, I'm like, I could take a nap in the car right now. It does have auto drive, so you can do that. Real nice light. You can control how much light comes through the sunroof because you can't close it, but you got one of those buttons where you hit it and it go dark and it turns into shades. Like put your stunner shades on. That's the whole thing. Like it's crazy. You can play games on the dashboard. Like, listen, it is absolutely phenomenal. Don't know why I had to tell you
I'll
that.
let you combine my birthday and my Christmas present this year.
Yo, it is so good. Dude, I'm always a-holing on the road. That's because I don't like slow drivers. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way. Ask Paul. Paul be holding the, it doesn't have the handles, Paul, so you'll be mad. When we be driving around, Paul be holding the handle, and when he get out, his hand is like, when you be in the bathtub and you get wrinkly? I mean, he's 70, so it's already wrinkly, but it's like all the way wrinkly. And white knuckles is not the answer. Like his knuckles are bleeding from squeezing that bitch so tight. And he'd be like, woo! I'm like, don't worry, Paul, I got this. We're not going to go in 2 wheels. Mary Lou and Paul both be squeezing the living shit out of the old shit handles when I'm driving. I think it's funny.
You should have seen the guy that I lived across the street from that raced cars. Cars don't scare me too much.
Yeah, dude, my race car days are, yeah, right? Yeah, June drive like me too. Yo, I was a racer, so I'd still drive like that. Yo, June, this thing has a geometry thing on the dash, so it shows you when you're getting too close to the tilt. So I tested it. It's pretty quick. Yo, maybe before I take it back, June, I'll call you so we can go do something stupid. Anyway, you guys get off the screen. Go to class. I'm going to go eat real fast. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Everybody else, I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you for coming through. Go buy yourself one of these doohickeys. It's off the Chisane. All right. Thank you. Peace out. Bye.
City of mine, how I love the city of mine. It never gets me down. City of mine, how I love the city of